That DIY Headless Horseman costume you've been planning all year is on point. But is your DIY home security? Upgrade your safety game this season with ADT's DIY home security systems. They're reliable, easy to set up, and offer remote assistance if you need help. So while you're out winning that costume contest, ADT will have things covered at home. Just remember, when the lights go off, the alarm should go on. Visit ADT.com or call 1-800-ADT-ASAP. When every second counts, count on ADT.
Welcome to Hello Uglies, the Dragula recap show for Titan Season 2, Episode 3, titled A Gothic Wedding. My name's Joe Batance, and I am joined, as always, by the goddess of glitz, glamour, goth, gossip, and gore herself, the one, the only, from Bloody Podcast. Please say, Hello Uglies, to Miss Laurian K. Roggenkamp. Hello, Laurian.
Hello.
Nice to hear your voice again, back from the back from the grave.
Yeah,
like the crypt where we sleep. We should start talking more in that very like old timey horror style way of talking, like we're from Tales from the Crypt or something.
Oh,
what do you think your?
It's good to be back. Is that
future Joe? Remind me to pull that audio clip. Thank you. What do you think
my fat is melting.
What do you think our corny names would be? Like Treehouse of Horror names? I think I would be Joe Boo Tance.
Okay. Oh, I'd probably be Lauri Rump in camp.
Or Lauri Frog in camp?
Frog in camp, that's a good one. Yeah.
Horror and Roggen camp?
Horror and Roggen.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Horror and Frogging Camp.
Horror Frogging Camp. By the way, guys, this week is not a good example of it because just our schedules are so fucking crazy right now. And Lauri's moving and this and that. But our goal is to get this episode out earlier than it is. And then, well, here's the deal, Lauri. This episode always comes out earlier for Patreon. At the end of the day, it comes out earlier for Patreon. And
yes.
The people on the public feed don't get it for days. They don't get it till the Monday, like the day before it comes out. They don't get this episode. Yeah. Like 24 hours before the new episode comes out. Like they have to wait a whole week. I would like to get it out sooner on Patreon. But again, life happens, you know? But Patreon, and by the way, like I said, though, if you join as a free member at patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia or Patreon app, you get it the next day after the free Patreon people. So the Patreon people get it on Saturday, they'll get it on Sunday on the free app. Ideally, they would get it for free on Saturday, if I'm being honest. But again, life happens. We have a lot to get through today. So why don't we do this? Why don't we just jump right into it? This week, it's a wedding themed challenge as the monsters present...
Shut up!
Scared me. Don't scare me like that. It's a wedding themed challenge as the monsters present two looks, a gothic bride and groom. Tensions grow in the lab as contestants are called out for shady behavior and accusations fly about who's messy and who's fake. In the end, JK was named the winner of the challenge while J. Jolie and Disasterina were placed in the bottom two. After walking up the staircase of souls, Jade is dropped into the pit of oblivion. But let's not forget, and we'll talk about this in detail later, we find out, and we'll talk about it later, what was going on with resurrecting Frankie Doom and Loris. All right, but let's move on to the show itself proper. Lauri, did the right monsters win the challenge and the right ghoul get the chop?
I don't think, no, I mean, look, I don't hate JK as much as I used to, but I don't think she should have won. I personally, I didn't like her outfit. I honestly think they gave it to JK because they can't keep giving it to Eva. So I think they were like...
think Eva Destruction should have gotten it?
Yeah. I liked hers the best. I thought it had a clear story. I thought the outfit was immaculate. I thought it was great. And so I feel like they were like, well, we have to give it to somebody. And they just gave Jaharia the win. So they can't give it to Jaharia. So I feel like they were like, all right, let's do JK. As far as like the queen going home, I mean, Jade was in the bottom. So, last week. So this is her second time. But this episode, when I saw Disasterina, I go, oh God, I forgot she was in this show.
Yeah, she's been a non-presence.
I don't think I saw her once in the last episode. I don't remember seeing her once in the last episode.
I think this is my theory. I think she's, because she was in season 2. Yeah. Season 2, she was able to be more of a presence. There weren't as many queens and not as many strong personalities. But also in season 2, they would do. Dragula used to do this thing where you didn't see them as boys; you only saw them as monsters.
Yeah,
and so she could play that stupid Disasterina character the whole time. And I think she's torn on what to do.
Yeah, she's not sure how to do the confessionals.
Yeah.
Because you're right, because this episode, she was more demure, and she didn't really have an accent. Mm-hmm. She didn't lay it on that thick. So, yeah, I feel like, so, I mean, I don't know. If you're looking for good TV, I don't think Jade was the one to send home.
Yeah.
But if you're going by number, by like points, then yeah, she was in the bottom last week, so she probably should go home.
I have thoughts about why she went home, and I think I will reflect those when we get to the looks. I think I'll actually have things to say about the looks. But it's funny is at first I'm like, Disasterina for sure is going home, right? Because she's such boring television. But then when we saw that Jade went home, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now,
her outfit was terrible, but yeah, we'll get into it. But
I gotta tell you something. This we're gonna be a little front loaded here with some
some teaching terms.
Oh, okay, I don't know, but in terms of like just we have a lot of things to get to even before we get to the big takeaway, because I think this is the most appropriate time to say this. This is the Ghost Host is a service that I pay for. I subscribe to this subscription service, and the Ghost Host will send me the looks and whatever for the week, whatever I ask for. But I didn't ask for this week. In fact, even before the episode dropped, I got 12 audio files. Okay? It's really weird.
Okay.
And I was like, that's weird.
Just as soon as the episode dropped, then all of a sudden...
No, not an episode drop. This is before the episode came out.
Oh, before the episode.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I was like.
In your email.
Yeah, I was like, how did he do the looks? The episode didn't come out.
Yeah.
He didn't do the looks.
Oh.
He didn't do he did do the looks. We have the looks. But before the episode came out, he told me that there was an email, a message. And it was like, years ago, I recorded this. He did tarot readings. And I know you really believe in the tarot cards, right?
No, I don't.
Lauri, this is so spooky. Listen to this tarot reading he had for Jade Jolie. Listen to this. And this is
okay.
I got this before the episode came out.
Okay.
Now, let's peer through the veil, my dear, darling Jade. Here is a card that seems tailor-made.
Which I think this is a Taylor Swift joke. I'm not going to lie. Do you think the Ghost Host knows who Taylor Swift is?
I mean, who doesn't?
That's true. She's very famous.
Yeah. But also, did he did sound production for this?
Lauri, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. We go. You're asking good questions, but I don't know the answer.
Okay.
I've drawn forth the devil, but twisted, reversed. So please heed this warning, or you're sure to be cursed.
So he was trying to send a message to Jade.
Yeah. Does he ever say something that's not in a rhyme?
I don't know. That's a good question.
If he has to go to the bathroom, does he have to rhyme it?
Everything's rhymed, yeah.
Yeah.
Your enemies see you. They're wise to your grift. Are you a monster or just Taylor Swift?
Oh, so he does know who Taylor Swift is.
Yeah. I thought you listened to this already.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
So on the next challenge, let go of your pride and give the Boulets a real Gothic bride.
Oh.
No strippers, no sirens, just corpse bride and groom. Or else you'll be sentenced to plunge to your doom.
You see, I think I should have sent this to Jade before she got this.
Why didn't he send it to Jade?
Good question. Why did he send it to me?
Yeah. Why didn't he send this to Jade the years before when he recorded it?
Yeah. He's like, I should send this to Jade Jolene. She could be useful to her.
Also, if he's doing tarot card readings so he can see the future, why isn't he getting like lotto numbers?
I don't know. Maybe he
Or,
has. Maybe
like,
that's why he's
stock
doing
options.
it. Maybe he does. We don't know his wealth.
know?
We don't know his finances.
But I mean, aren't you angry that he's not sharing that with you?
He should.
He's
I
not-
know.
Yeah.
The devil reversed is the card that was drawn, and it tells you to listen to Drac and to Swan.
She didn't listen.
I'll tell you no more. I won't waste my breath. But heed not this warning, and I'll see you in death.
Oh my God. Laura, that's crazy. So don't you think
Yeah.
it's weird? Because I know you're a believer in tarot cards.
No, I'm not. My wife is, but
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
so
not.
maybe it's good. Yeah, so Star must be, when Star hears this, she's going to be spooked out.
she's gonna be like, Mom.
Yeah, he got the reverse. She got so Jade got pulled. He pulled a card for her and she got the reverse devil.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that bad? That's bad.
You
Right?
wish I asked Star. I don't know. Now,
Okay.
let me ask you this question. No, not a question. Let me make this comment. I think the ghost host was right. She should have listened. She didn't do. And you know what's so funny is somebody on Reddit noticed this outfit she wore was just sort of like a doctored up version of a Taylor Swift impersonation. Because you know she does Taylor Swift impersonations.
Yeah.
It was just a doctored up outfit that she wore as Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because she's not good at this.
And that's why I said once the ghost host sent that to me, I was like, oh well, now it makes sense. She didn't do a Gothic Bride.
But she said she sent it to her before the.
That's what I'm saying. He sent it,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, this makes sense.
But you listened to it.
No,
Oh,
I just heard it right now, but right now I'm thinking it makes sense. You ask good questions, though, Lauri. Those are really good questions.
thank you. As an alternate on a jury.
Yeah, oh, that's true. So did the right ghoul get the chop? I honestly think, yeah. I think the right ghoul got the chop.
Look, either one of them would have been fine to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. But Lauri, remember I told you a couple of weeks ago there was some company
No.
that wanted to do baked-in ads?
No.
So I gave the approval, and they sent me the ad. Now,
I told you I would quit the show if you did this.
I don't. They paid money.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play this ad, Laura, and then we'll go. Why don't we go to the break, and then the baked-in ad will play, and then we'll come back from the break, okay?
Okay.
And I'll just be sitting here listening. I don't know anything about this ad. I haven't listened yet. As you know,
Yeah,
I had to
okay.
I had to put it into the mixer. I didn't even have it ready. All
I'm
right,
not
we'll-
even going to get into
We'll be
this.
back after this.
Hallo daar, homoseksuelen. Ik ben Joost van der Luwe, president en oprichter van de Drag Podcast Federatie. Hou je van drag? Hou je van...
That's weird. This is in Dutch.
This is I don't know if I could this is racist. I don't know.
Why
Are they doing an Asian accent?
No, this is Dutch.
Oh, it sounds like they're doing an Asian accent.
I don't know why you think that.
Een podcast, dan is dit de federatie voor jou. Hier bij de DPF zijn we meer dan alleen een vakbond. We zijn een...
It just sounds like they're doing it's the backwards of what somebody's saying.
You're making fun of Dutch. You're making fun of another culture's language, Lauri.
This is not a real ad.
They paid for this and you're interrupting it. All right, here we go.
All right.
beweging.
Whatever.
Leden krijgen exclusieve robbels over de sappigste drag-podcast-industrie. En als dat nog niet genoeg is, hoor je legendarische verhalen over Lauri Rockenkamp, zoals de keer dat...
Wait, did he just say your name?
This is what frustrates me.
Did you hear your name?
Is that for a whole year you didn't talk to Jeremy. And then literally the minute, I guarantee you, I know exactly what happened. The minute you guys started talking, you started planning this again. The minute you guys started talking.
Lauri.
So this is what's so frustrating.
This has nothing to do with Jeremy.
Okay.
This is the Drag Podcast Federation. They just mentioned your name right now. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Okay.
Because it's fake. You do this every year.
No, I do not. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking. Let's just. These people paid for an ad. Let's stop. Okay. Let's play it out. All right. It's in Dutch. I don't need that. Maybe they're just saying.
It's not in Dutch.
Maybe they're
it's
just
not
saying
a language that's human. I'll
let
tell
me
you
just
that.
say. Maybe they're just saying something like, There's this great podcast with Lauri Roggenkamp. But I just heard your name. Anyway, here we go.
Dat ze probeerde een dakloze homeless man te slaan voor umami burger. Of wat
Stop it!
What is he talking about? The homeless...
dacht je van de keer dat ze vuil water trof in een karaf goot bij Schwartz en Sandy's? Of...
Do you think that they're talking about the time that you poured dirty water into a carafe at Schwartz and Sandy's?
I tried to. I was not successful.
Why does the Drag Podcast Federation know about that?
Because it's you.
Lauri, that doesn't even sound like me.
That's why.
It doesn't...
These are all the stories you like to talk about.
Let's just play the ad.
Wat dacht je van die keer dat ze een hoopter Joni top schold en ze in de wastafel van de badkamer went?
Wait a second. Why did they use the Spanish word for underwear? Isn't there a Dutch word for underwear?
You have to ask the Drag Podcast Federation. I don't know what you're talking about here.
Oh my God.
They paid for this ad, and there you go.
Je hoort al deze verhalen en meer over Lauri Roggenkamp elke week. Dus waar wacht je nog op? Word vandaag lid van de Drag Podcast Federation. Om lid te worden, mail ons op tapestofttoday@gmail.com.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
Every Who down in Who Newville liked the holidays a ton. But where to get great prices on gifts, they had no idea. None. They searched and they searched for great gifts under $25. Gifts for spouses and friends and even their toddlers. When suddenly one Who shouted, Walmart has what you want, knowing they have Lego, Tree Hut, and low prices to flaunt. So they enjoy the holiday season as Who's often do. Cheering and shouting, Walmart has incredible gifts. Who knew? Find gifts they'll love under $25 at Walmart.
Dripping in gold? That's cool. Dripping in Velveeta's supremely creamy golden cheesiness? That's respect. Elevate your drip with Velveeta's range of outrageously delicious dips and dishes. Shells, cheese, melty blocks, and heat and eat queso that go all in on indulgence. Flex on your fam with a creamy, cheesy masterpiece and go all in on what you love with Velveeta. Respect the drip and satisfy your cravings. Bring home the drip with Velveeta.
We are back. Lauri, that was a wild baked-in ad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we wasted like 7 minutes on that.
I hope somebody who speaks Dutch, I wish I knew someone who spoke Dutch, but someone who speaks Dutch could tell me what was said. Because what were they saying about you?
Here's what annoys me.
Sure.
Is that when we have these meetings, and I'm not saying you're doing it, but it feels like our pre-meeting before the show, you're always like, we're going to keep it to a tight 45.
Yeah.
And you kind of look at me like, Lauri, don't overtalk.
Yeah.
Don't go on tangents.
And what have I done?
You do this shit where you waste our time with nonsense.
Lauri, these people paid for a baked-in ad. I'm not counting that in the time. I don't know what they said.
I don't know what they said either. I don't speak Dutch or whatever the hell they were doing.
I don't speak it either.
All right, well. So we're agreed.
I have,
Neither one of us speaks it.
I will say one of the AI services I use can translate back into other languages and stuff. Maybe during the week I should do it, find out what they said. All right.
Yeah, you should have done that prior.
I just listened to the ad right now. We cut it out of the show, but Lauri, because it would be boring, but I didn't even have it in my mixer, and I had to put it in my mixer. Is this true, Lauri?
Yes, that's true.
So,
but because you said, "Oh, I didn't put it in," like you should have had it in, but you didn't.
Exactly, because I didn't listen to it.
That doesn't mean that you didn't make it. It just means that you forgot to put it in your mixer. I don't know why. Somebody in this car outside my window is having like a party.
Cut to its star.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lar, what was your big takeaway from this episode?
that the end cauldron scene is literally the only interesting part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was what it was like for last episode, and then I'm starting to see a theme. This episode,
yeah,
I felt like there wasn't really a lot. And also, I just feel like they're doing this. They're falling into the same trap where they're going to have the same fights over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Sigourney Beaver thinks that she's better than everybody. Dahlia's tattling on people,
mm-hmm.
and Eva's elusive, and whatever Priscilla drinks or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and that's just going to be the running theme. And it's like we're never going to get away from that. Cynthia's going to yell.
I like how you're saying that about Dragula, and there's probably people who listen to the same show where it's Lauri's going to yell at Joe for this drag podcast federation thing. Joe's going to do some bit that pisses Lauri off, and he's going to pretend like he doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure people,
Joe's
right now
racist.
I'm sure people right now are turning off the video. I can't listen to this anymore.
So I have, what's to make my point about why I can't be behind the ad and the this and the tarot reading and all that stuff that you claim that I'm doing. Lauri, I've told you I don't have time. When would I have time to do all of this?
When you're off work.
I'm never off work.
That's why you're so busy, because you're always doing this stuff.
Anyway, so more important than I didn't have time. I was really I have these complicated thoughts about this episode. And my goal was to actually really process it with ChatGPT so it could help me process it, but I didn't have time to do it. But here's what I'll tell you. About this whole fight with, Dahlia versus Priscilla and Jade and the tattling on them about the drinking, Dahlia versus La Zavaleta in terms of the drugs, the ketamine, Dahlia versus Sigourney Beaver about things she says, off camera about how she's going to, her fans, she basically makes these veiled threats about her fan base and basically ultimately this coming down to just reporting that Dahlia tattletales about them to production.
Yeah.
And this is why I said the thoughts are very complicated. I can't really process it. But it could be a thing that Dahlia has made being a narc punk rock. And what I mean is there are rules. They sign these contracts. Yes. Okay?
Yes. I actually have a thought about that too, so I'll let you in and I'll
make this, because I have a long point, so I'll make this point and then you can weigh in. I'm going to make a short point. But there are rules in these contracts. In these rules are a number of things, having to do probably with NDA and not talking about this outside of the keep secret everything that happens here. There's things I'm sure about what they can and can't bring, including drugs and alcohol, and among other things, like a lot of times they can't bring like dress patterns and stuff like that, like on Project Runway. And I'm sure there's a thing about, there's all these rules to keep the competition as fair and safe as possible. And I am sure that if Dahlia were breaking any of the other rules, like she brought in some other contraband, or she brought in something that gave her what they felt was an advantage in the competition or something, they would be narking on her to production. Oh,
they would be narking on anybody.
Yes.
Anybody. If Jaharia brought something, they'd be narking on Jaharia. It's not, they act like she's in a vacuum.
Yeah.
And like the only one.
Now, look, and I know Dahlia being mean to the producers is a whole other topic, and that's not good.
That was like a weird tangent.
Yeah.
But then Jaharia did say that was other people. She saw other people do that too. So
yeah, and so we've seen Hoso do it. Hoso's beloved. And we've actually literally seen her being rude to the production team. And so what I'm saying is there is this sort of like theme of Dragula, which is different from Drag Race, which is in other words, Dragula is about being ugly, being a monster, being nasty, right?
Yeah.
And it sort of rewards people who are villains, who do whatever it takes to claw their way to the top. And in this case, and this is why I said Dahlia might be making being a narc punk rock, is Dahlia's going by, I'm going to be friends with the producers and tell on people.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's probably already worked because now she is the main driving force in the narrative of the show so far. If she wasn't there, the show would have no narrative through line.
Yeah. It would just be, well, what's frustrating is there is actually some tea that we would like to know, which is the J.K. Zavaleta.
We know a little bit.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, from the internet. I can tell you that. Well, let's actually get into. Yeah, go ahead.
But what I'm saying is like they won't bring that up, but yet they'll rehash this fucking Dahlia and Sigourney Beaver shit, till Kingdom Come. My whole thing, and this is just look. I get that people want to drink and have a good time, but they're there to work. They're there to do a job. And if you go to work and they say you can't take drugs and you can't drink, then you can't take drugs and you can't drink.
Yeah.
It's also a safety concern.
Yeah.
People on drugs, people who are drunk, don't make the best decisions. And they can also get sick, or they can hurt themselves, or they can hurt other people by accident, unintentionally, not meaning to harm somebody. They can harm somebody.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. And so, if I was there and somebody was taking ketamine and joking around about how, acting like they're loopy and all this stuff, I'd be like, yeah, that's weird. And everybody gets on her throat when she tries to, well, we'll get into it. But anyways, so I just think I think it's ridiculous that that's the thing. Look, is Dahlia annoying? Yes. Does she think she's... What they say Sigourney Beaver does, I feel like Dahlia does 10 times over. I feel like Dahlia is like, I'm better than everybody.
I think that was the point that was made there.
Yeah. And so I think they should be arguing that more. But yeah, it's like, and also, if you don't want her narking on you, stop doing shit so she narcs on you.
And if you think about, I can't speak to the Zavaleta thing, but with Priscilla and Jade, that was specific to the fact, if you think about it, it does affect her place in the competition because they're trying to do this stupid monster party.
Yeah.
And she's on a group with them and she can't get them to do their shit. Look, fucking Jade Julie didn't know the words to the song because they're fucking drinking and allegedly doing drugs.
Yeah, well, I just heard about the drinking, but
then she also says, well, she skirted a little bit.
I think she was intimating that other people, not necessarily Jade and Priscilla, but other people were doing drugs.
Yeah,
like probably Zavaleta or whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
that could be a legitimate thing that she has. Which I don't feel like we even really got a fleshed out version of that conversation.
Yeah,
because she didn't really say what she found, and they just sort of and then they attacked her for looking it up. So,
well, that's the thing too. Notice what you just said there. All of a sudden, they were about the rules. When she said she used her phone to look it up, like, oh, you're not supposed to use your phone. And I'm like, oh, now you care about the rules?
Yeah, now you care about,
Now they care about the rules. Now that it's just like, girl. I'm not saying Dahlia's a good look. She's very pretty, but pretty girls can be mean and nasty people. And I'm not denying that Dahlia can be a mean and nasty person. I'm just saying in this case, it's like a weird thing to come at them because she's asking for the rules to be enforced.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's to me, it's in the same vein as you think you're better than everybody because you want to win the competition. That is those two arguments are the dumbest arguments. Honestly, I think we should all focus on how terrible Eva is because she's constantly ditching her friends for, when they're in crisis. She threw fucking Dahlia under the bus this episode. So it's just Eva's a terrible person. She has good looks, but she's a terrible person. I would love somebody to force her to give a straight answer.
Oh, she can't save her life.
No.
All right. After the extermination challenge, the monsters congratulate Jade and commend her drive to stay in the competition. Before things get shady, Cynthia accuses Dahlia of making rude comments, but Dahlia admits they were directed at Abhora. Zavaleta gets called out for past ketamine use. Meanwhile, Dahlia accuses Sigourney of using her fan base to target hate at other competitors. So there is a weird part here that does come up in the cauldron, which we're going to play through that later, in that they confront Dahlia right there about talking shit about people behind their back, and Dahlia's like, I have no problem saying it to your face, and then goes literally down the line and tells every single person what she thought of them. They cut some of it out, but she goes down the line to go each person what she thought of them. And then later on in the cauldron, which we'll hear, they're like, you talk about people behind their back. And she's like, I was saying it to your face.
Yeah. No, I mean, do I think she's annoying? Yes. Mm-hmm. But she has said everything, and she's been upfront about stuff. Mm-hmm. And what's frustrating is I feel like they're not giving her a chance to talk, too. They talk over her all the time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just thought it was stupid. I thought it was stupid. And then also, they jumped down her throat because she looked stuff up, but then we never got a resolution to that. Is it prescribed? Is it not prescribed?
Well, that's what they did, is they talked over. They did a complete 100% straw man argument where they're like, look over here at this, but not at the real thing over here.
But it's like, trust but verify.
Yeah.
I mean, why should I trust everything anybody tells me?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. So that it is a whole thing in this episode. Let me see, go down the line here. Cynthia accuses Dahlia of making rude comments. Okay, that's true. Because Dahlia thought that there was something from the previous episode where Cynthia thought Dahlia had called her a bitch, and that's where Dahlia was like, "No, I was talking about Abhorra."
Yeah. But also, this was annoying too, because okay, look, I'm not a Blackberry fan, so maybe just anything Blackberry does annoys me.
Yeah.
But in that cauldron scene, anytime anybody said anything, they cut to Blackberry going, what?
Yeah.
What? like she's like, oh my God. I was like, she didn't say anything salacious.
Yeah.
Why are you acting like that? I don't know. It was annoying. JK also did it to an extent too.
Yeah. Lauri's only pointed to black people.
All right. I didn't say Jaharia.
That's true. And then there's this part where Dahlia tells Sigourney that she's always trying to use her fan base. And then I want to know if I'm old, or were you able to hear what they said? I had to go online to hear what they said.
So they were saying that to
hear what they whispered.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so I can hear. So they showed I don't know why they didn't put captions, because Zavaleta, what did she say? That wasn't that interesting. But I remember with when they let Sigourney go, Eva says something to Sigourney, and Sigourney goes, well, they wouldn't want that on their plate. And people took that to interpret it as what they were trying to say of her fans. Some people were saying, now these are the Sigourney defenders, that what she was saying was because she had recently had hip surgery, that they didn't want it on their plate, that they have to handle that with her doing a bungee jump.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
Yeah, but and the Zavaleta one, I can't remember what that one was. It was solid.
Since the competition has started, right? Uh-huh. Everyone has had, in every scene, they have this attitude of we got to get rid of this person, or we got to kill this person, or this person's going down. I'm going to make sure this person going down. Never, ever have they ever had any power to fully eliminate somebody. Yeah. So I think Sigourney's playing into that. I think she's going I'm going to make sure you go down. She said that multiple times. Mm-hmm. But we all know she doesn't have any power to do that.
She doesn't. I get what they're saying. I do agree. I think Sigourney is saying, well, if you do this, I don't know if you're going to want to handle. So I think Sigourney she keeps herself in this vague area so that she has plausible deniability. But I think she is doing exactly what they say she's doing. And she's going I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just saying my fans were crazy and you don't want to deal with that. And they're
Well, you know that she is doing a version of that because she got so mad.
Yeah.
At the end of that. And you only get mad if it's true. So,
what's funny is when Dahlia makes that accusation about the Boulets, her eyes get really big. And she actually, because I don't know if everybody knows this, the Boulets out of drag are standing 10 feet away from them. They're there the entire time they film these things.
Yeah.
And so she looks at them. Her eyes get big and you see her look off camera to where the Boulets would be and looks at them. Can you believe she said this? Meanwhile, they probably know exactly what she's saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, is she cocky? Yes. But does she have a right to be? Yes.
Yeah.
She does have great looks. She is in this game, she's a good competitor. So, I think, I don't know, part of me thinks there's still a little bit of sexism where
No,
it's
100%.
like, how dare this woman be confident when she comes into this workroom? And, look, I firmly believe that if Dahlia had a fan base that was attacking people, she would be doing the exact same thing.
100%. That both can be true. Both, it could be there's a lot of misogyny in this cast, and it can also be true that Sigourney is giving subtle hints about her fan base. Like,
I think you're right. And no, I said it before. When she got mad, I was like, because I didn't really believe it, but when she got really mad, I was like, oh, that's probably true now.
All right. Later, Vander Von Odd enters the lab with a wedding cake. Each slice is filled with worms and maggot, but one will have a hidden wedding ring that holds an advantage. Jaharia wins, earning the right to douse a fellow competitor with water before the floor show. Later, Jaharia casts her spell on Sigourney Beaver. In the lab, the drama continues. Sigourney Beaver accuses Dahlia of bringing up contestant substance abuse issues as a way to get them disqualified. Eva worries that Dahlia is getting messy, but Dahlia thinks she's misunderstood by the other monsters. Sigourney is visibly annoyed by the curse. JK tries to console her, but Sig thinks JK is acting fake. All right, let's stop there. Any big thoughts on this fright feat, Lauri?
Okay. I don't know why I feel like I have to be. I really want to know, was that a real cake that was just filled with worms, or was that a dirt cake? Because as they were going on, they were saying that there was dirt in that cake. So I was like, is that a real cake? Because it looked like a
real cake to me, yeah.
But they said that some people were saying there was dirt and stuff in it. So, but yeah, no, I hate when people eat gross. And I gotta be honest, it's less about the gross stuff because, I can kind of, now that I've gotten older, I can separate myself from it more. So I don't get as nauseous. But when they start making those gagging sounds, I can't do it.
So they bring the cake out and then they slice the cake. There's a part of me that thinks they knew which cake had the ring in it and they planted it exactly in front of the person that they wanted to win the whole thing.
Probably.
Yeah. What was I going to say? But I will say that said, Jaharia did win the cake thing. I think she chose the right person.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, for sure. If you're looking at it competition based, look, do I wish she would? I always wish that these queens would just say, I'm picking you because you are competition.
Yeah.
And I want to bring you down. But they always say it in such a crazy way that it's like, that's not what you're doing then.
Yeah.
So I wish when Jaharia picked Sigourney, if she would just said, you're competition and I want to take you down a peg, boom, it's done. But, for some reason, they always have to have this backstory that is not real as to why they're picking them. But yeah, no, I would have picked Sigourney.
Yeah.
it would have been either Eva or Sigourney. So.
100%. Eva or Sigourney. And I almost wonder if they kind of knew what each person brought so they would know who would affect it more too. Because with what Sigourney brought, I didn't see a difference, I'll be honest with you. But we never saw her get doused.
Okay, well, we'll get to it, but that pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah. All right.
And then also, I just want I don't know if any Dragula fans are watching this, or not necessarily Dragula fans, but people who want to be on Dragula are listening to this. But because the way the trajectory is going, Eva's going to come back every season until she can get a goddamn win. So if you're on a season with Eva, stop going to her.
Yes.
For solace and support.
Yeah, you're not going to get it.
She doesn't want to do it. She will not do it. She will throw you under the bus immediately, detach herself from you, and move on.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But they do. I think they think that I think there's something about her that people think she's nice or something, but I don't know what. But
she probably is off. She probably is when she's not competing.
You know what? I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. Exactly what it is. My friend Jean Paul, I see him all the time. Right?
Yeah.
Probably the friend I hang out with the most. And he's a great friend. It helps me in so many ways. I help him with great friendship, right? But the other day, I think I had the issue I was anxious about. And I was with him when it happened. And so I tried talking to him about it. And it was just like he didn't have the capacity. That's not what our friendship is, to be that person for me.
Yeah.
And so that's just not who he is. He's not a friend that I go to when I'm in trouble. you know?
No, I think that's, yeah.
And I think that's what could be for Eva. She's very nice, probably a fun person, blah, 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 blah. But you don't go to her with your problems.
But also, like, especially, I mean, maybe I could definitely see, you know, that I could see your point too. But I could also see a thing where she is that person, where she is nice and she is, you know, she does listen. But when she's in a competition and her, you know, her winning is on the line, she doesn't want to associate with anybody who's bringing drama.
Yeah.
So she just cuts herself out immediately, which, yeah, is a survival tactic. But what I love is people keep going to her.
Yeah.
So it's like, watch the episodes, guys. She's not going to do that. So I don't know.
So, you know, I think we could have so many people. I think I figured out what the other room is. I think it's like an overflow room because they can't fit them all into the lab.
Yeah. Well, they also have that, you know, they always have to have a room where people can do sidebars.
Oh, that's exactly another version of that too, where they have side conversations. I have notes here about now Sigourney's pissed at Dahlia because Dahlia came for her. I don't know why. I mean, obviously. And again,
well, because Dahlia called her out for, you know, everything. And then she got really mad at her.
Yeah.
So.
And then Sigourney says she's going to make sure Dahlia is gone. And I wrote, how?
That's what I'm saying. It's like all these queens are like, every season, somebody always like, I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them out of here. And it's like, no, you're not. You have no control over the situation.
Yeah.
But here's what I think. I think the Boulet brothers are telling him to say that. Because it makes it sound cutthroat.
Oh, you think so? Oh, okay, maybe. Or maybe they know. Yeah, because the Boulets are there. I think the Boulets kind of coach them. All right, Laura, it is time for, I know there's a floor show day here, but I don't think much happened. It is time to go to the ghost host. Now, the way the ghost host is doing it right now, because there's so many contestants, is the ghost host is really just focusing on the people who were left on the stage. So the top 4 and the bottom 3. Okay? And we're going to go in descending order. So the winner this week was JK.
Okay.
From the altar of ruin they emerge, a dark bride stitched from heartbreak and decay. Black lace cascades over layers of red satin, each fold blooming with roses that refuse to die. Their face, pale and porcelain, peers through a crown of thorns and spindles, the echo of devotion turned to madness. This is love embalmed, beauty preserved long past its final breath.
All right, Laura. So that was a description for JK's look in a very poetic way. What did you think there? What did you think of JK's look? We're looking at it right now.
I mean, I thought she did a good job. I just didn't like the layout. I would have preferred it if it was the roses were the other way. I just felt like the stick sticking out just didn't do anything for me. And, you know, the dress itself and the shoes were just sort of very costumey. They didn't feel like elegant or anything. So it was, for her, I think it was a really good outfit. It wasn't my favorite.
I think there are elements of the outfit that I really like, but there are also things I don't like. I agree with you. The boots don't seem to go with this outfit, and I like everything below the waist, except, you know what? No, I like the roses touch and blah 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 blah. But you're right. There's just something that's not. It's not hitting me. I don't know what the Boulets saw in this. So, all right.
I honestly think they just had to give it to somebody who wasn't Eva and Jaharia.
All right, here we go. Next person is Cynthia Dahl. Here we go, Cynthia Dahl.
From the depths of devotion she ascends, a cathedral of satin and sorrow. Her gown unfolds like a midnight prayer. The red of the underworld stitched between the black of mourning. A corseted breastplate gleams with the sheen of polished decay, guarding a heart too proud to stop beating. Her veil billows like storm clouds over a desecrated altar, a vision both divine and damned, the bride of a god long gone.
What'd you think of this one, Laura? This is also in the top.
I like this a lot. I actually was shocked at how much I like this. I didn't think that I was going to like anything she did, but I did. I would say if it wasn't Eva, I probably would have picked Cynthia Dahl.
You can't even tell it's Cynthia Dahl. I had trouble deciding that. Again, it looks great. Maybe I see the Gothic Bride more than I see JK, but it's still like Gothic Bride meets like even kind of like Mad Max Gothic Bride. It's like it is a weird take on it, but yeah, it's not your traditional Gothic Bride. All right, very good. Let's go to our next one, the one you like the most, Miss Eva Destruction. Here we go, Eva Destruction.
From the web of the widow's heart she arrives, a storm of satin and shadow. Her gown swells in dark tears, each layer glistening with the sheen of venom and mourning. Beaded black tears spill across her chest as she clutches a cocoon of webbed sorrow, a crimson secret trembling within. Her painted snarl cuts through the gloom, the bride of the spider, both predator and prey, in the same breath.
Yeah, go ahead, Lar.
I really liked this. I liked it not only because I thought it was very beautiful. It looked like a wedding dress. But it also had a story. She's a spider. She's a black widow. So I felt like this. It to me, that's why I feel like she should have won. Is it did twofold. It was a great look and it told a story.
All right, very good. It is a great look. It involves spiders. So it's a classic Gothic bride, but she added a layer about spiders, and the roses are kind of wrapped in the web. I like it. I could see what you mean. Kind of surprised she didn't win. I could see what you're saying, but they couldn't give every win to her because then it'd be super obvious.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have Jaharia. This is the last of the ones in the top. These are the last of the top girls.
She glides from the twilight chapel in waves of sapphire and shadow, her gown shimmering like moonlit over still water. The fabric ripples with cold elegance, framed by a sweeping cape that trails like a tide of midnight sorrow. In her hands she carries blue roses, flowers kissed by frost, blooming long after love's demise. Her gaze is regal and remote, the perfect vision of a bride who made peace with the grave.
Wow. What do you think of Jaharia here, Lar?
I liked it. I thought it was very elegant. I feel like it was like more of a ball outfit. I don't feel like it was more of a wedding outfit. But, and I do agree, I felt like the wig was a little cheap. But I thought that overall, she looked good.
To me, this is a safe outfit. It's a safe outfit. I don't know why she was left on the stage. They could have had 6 people on the stage and left this one out.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was worth talking about. Nothing special about it. It's very mid to me. I don't have a lot to say. All right, next we're going to the bottom 3. We have Zavaleta, who lands up being saved. Let's see what the Ghostos have to say about Zavaleta. Here we go.
From the ruins of romance she emerges, sharp and untamed, a vision of elegance caught mid-curse. Her black corset carves a silhouette of danger, while feathers and spikes burst from her shoulders like a dark heart breaking open. A sweep of ink and shadow dances across her skin, hinting at vows written in blood and regret. She moves with the poise of a widow who buried her sorrow and kept the shovel.
Okay, Laura, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't like this outfit. I thought when she told the story in the workroom that she wanted to do like Morticia and Adams, but in a different world where Morticia was short and Gomez Adams was tall. I thought that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I think he's making shit up. I think this is it's lazy.
I think she was just trying to make it make sense because she's a short bride, Yeah. And it's like, you don't have to do that. So, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like if she had done the reverse, if she had made the bride very tall and the groom short, I think it would have been more powerful. But yeah, this outfit just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't. It's gonna be a miss for me, dog. Like
and look at the shoes. The shoes don't match the outfit at all.
Shoes don't match the outfit. It seems lazy. It's not much different from Jade. How lazy that is. They shouldn't have saved her. They should have put the two of them up on the thing for extermination. This is gonna be a no for me. All right, let's move on to Disasterina. Here we go, Disasterina.
She strides forth like a frost-bitten queen of the apocalypse, her crown of icy spikes gleaming beneath the funeral moon. A corseted arsenal of belts and blades wraps her form, every inch a warning to those who dare approach. Black roses wither in her grasp as steel shards jut from her shoulders, catching the last light of a dying sun. She is the bride of annihilation, forged in ice, wed to destruction, and beautiful in her ruin.
Again, it's gonna be a miss from me on this one. I don't know how you feel, but it's like, how is this Gothic? And it also, in a very Disasterina way, very on the nose with the fucking spike where her dick should be. It's just stupid.
Honestly, I feel like she just really wanted to pull that out. I think she was seeing the writing on the wall, and she's like, I don't know if I'm going to be here another episode, and I really want to show people my spike dick.
You know what? You might be
so
right.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this episode.
I think you're right. What is Gothic about this besides like the torn stockings? Nothing. It's This is going into the Mad Max territory.
Yeah,
I'm almost wondering if there's a Mad Max scene this week that we're gonna see. I don't know. It's really weird.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, finally, the one who's eliminated, Jade Jolie. Here we go, Jade Jolie.
She steps from the altar of sin, wrapped in scarlet temptation, a vision of lust masquerading as love. Beads of blood-red glass drape her body like the rosary of a fallen saint, each glint catching the light of forbidden desire. A slit of crimson fabric parts to reveal the promise of ruin beneath, and in her hand swings a jeweled cross, heavy with guilt. She is the bride of corruption, radiant, dangerous, and utterly unholy.
Wow. Jade Jolie, any thoughts there?
I mean, I don't even know if she brought an outfit for this actual challenge. I honestly feel like she just took a dress and just was like, oh, I'll fucking wear this.
That's 100% what happened, yeah.
Yeah, because this is not at all... this isn't even part of the challenge.
No.
Like, it was just extremely lazy. Honestly, like, if I was... here's what I love.
Yeah.
The Boulay brothers, when you see them after the performances, they come out and they say, oh, they really brought it this year. We were not disappointed.
Yeah.
And then they went and shit on everybody's outfit.
Yeah.
Like, not a single one of them they liked.
Yeah.
100%. And so if I was them, I would have been like, Jade Jolie pissed me the fuck off. She didn't even try.
This is like when they go, drag is art and art is subjective. That said, we're not here to critique your drag. And then they 100% go in and critique their drag completely.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, on the main stage, JK's named the winner of the challenge, while Zavaleta, Jade Jolie, and Disasterina are placed in the bottom three. The Boulets reveal that after their deliberations, they will save one monster, and the other two must ascend the staircase of souls for their final judgment. In the cauldron, Dahlia continues to feel the heat from the other monsters. Cynthia claims she saw Dahlia yell at a producer. Sigourney Beaver doesn't like that Dahlia brings up other contestants' drinking and drug use. Jade doesn't trust Dahlia and demands she take accountability for what she's said. You know what, Lauri? Why don't we do this? I'm going to move on for a second. Why don't we wrap up and then we'll go into the cauldron dissection, okay?
Okay.
On the main stage, Zavaleta is called safe while Jade Jolie and Disasterina ascend the staircase of souls to the ghostly gallows. After their final judgment, Jade is dropped into the pit of oblivion, and Disasterina was spared. We've already talked about who went home and blah 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 blah. But then there was a tag at the end, and we saw that they've started a new segment where they're going to have. Well, they started with the 2 eliminated queens, and they went head to head, just showcasing their look from this week's theme.
Yeah,
and the very quickly the Boulets make a decision of who gets sent back to hell and who stays.
Yeah.
And so in this one, it was Loris and Frankie Doom. We saw their looks. Frankie Doom looked terrible, and Loris lived, and Loris looked good. And Loris lived, and now that Loris is going to go against Jade Jolie next week, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What do you think of this new segment, Lauri?
I liked it. You know, they kind of did they kind of do this on Top Chef.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, Last Chance Kitchen. When they I don't know if they still do it, but when I was watching it with my aunt, when the eliminated chef, the 2 eliminated go head to head, and then after a certain number of episodes, each person who goes home, they get in Last Chance Kitchen, and then they can beat the reigning chef who won the last episode. And then if they win, they go to the next episode. And then once they get to a certain episode, I think it's like episode 10 or something, that's the final Last Chance Kitchen. And then whoever wins that, they bring them back for to the show.
And had that person ever won? Has the Last Chance Kitchen person ever won?
You know, maybe.
Oh, really?
I would have to ask my aunt. I know that she said one of the Last Chance, they went far, but I'm not sure if they won.
Oh, interesting.
I don't 100% remember, but she would. But I can't call her now because it's too late.
Call her right now.
No, I can't. It's too late.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, did you have any thoughts on I do want to talk about those podcast hosts that were the judges. And I was like, what would Lauri and I be like if we were on the show? I thought they were annoying. What did you think of them? Did you like them?
They were just too pleasant.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I got to be honest with you, and I think you would agree with me, that when I'm around, like, I can be a bitch. Right?
Oh, you're telling me.
But when I'm around other people who are trying to do something, I just sort of start feeling bad for them, and I just want them to feel good about themselves. So I would think I would go to polite too. I think I would just be like, yeah, I didn't really get it, but you know, you tried your best. But I think you would still be a bitch no matter what.
Yeah, I would. But here's the deal: what the guy did was my biggest fear that I would do. Well, he talked in this voice. It's a voice that I did because to tell you something. This person knows if I've been on a podcast that I do not put up with a lot of stuff. And I was like, okay, dude.
I didn't hear that.
I hear it. Okay, so I actually pulled. The reason I said we're not going to dwell on the cauldron because we are.
Oh, and then also just FYI, this is a call back to what we're going to go over, but Dahlia was like, I'm so upset about what happened that I'm not even going to look to see who dropped.
Oh, yeah, Dahlia was pissed, but she looked really hot when she was looking pissed. I'll be honest with you.
She looked cute.
Yeah, she looked really cute. Okay. I was like, I wanted to like just comfort her and take her in my arms and save her from whatever misery these people were doing. All right, we're going to go over the cauldron. What's funny is there's a lot of... the original clip was over 6 minutes. And there was a lot of, but I took out, as usual, whenever I pull audio from a fight, I take out the confessionals because there's only one I left in there and you'll see why. But for the most part, I feel the confessionals try and shape the narrative and I want us to analyze it for what it is. So anytime you hear a beep, all I've taken out was a confessional explaining how they felt. Okay. So here we go. We're going to try. We'll stop here and there. We'll explain what's going on. I have tea on what happened with Zavaleta and JK. So we're going to go from where the fight starts to the very end. Here we go. Hold on. There we go.
God, mama, that's a stripper hoe. Look at the shoe.
This is Zavaleta talking to, who are you talking to? Oh, JK.
I'm sorry that I want to please my man after the wedding.
Aww. I hope he doesn't cheat on you like he did to me.
I bet you have.
Okay, so Zavaleta says, and everyone's like, oh my God. So Zavaleta says on JK, I hope he doesn't cheat on you like he did to me. Here's the tea. Zavaleta dated a guy that cheated on her. Okay?
Okay.
JK is now dating that guy. Here's the thing, though. The guy we don't think cheated on Zavaleta with JK cheated before, and then JK dates after.
Okay.
So that's the tea there. All right, here we go.
That's where I stole them.
Oh, is that it? Is that what's going on?
You seem
They
very
just opened the
upset and
casket.
insecure.
Oh, no,
and
not insecure,
I'll
baby.
let you take
No.
the little moments that you have left and try to
This is JK and Tabitha fighting with each other. Okay, right now.
Yeah.
Still fighting about their little snippy comments.
read everyone
Which,
else.
FYI, I want to see more of.
Yeah.
But then we do a hard right into dipshit.
Well, that's how they
territory.
like. We're gonna distract from this. We don't want to talk about this anymore. So we're gonna attack Dahlia.
That did well while you sit in the bottom.
Let's not do that right now because you have a lot to lose.
Well, because I gained a lot to begin with.
Speaking of,
It is kind of weird that JK's just won, and she's like, "You have a lot to lose." And I think this is right here where Cynthia says, "Speaking of," she's doing a hard left here.
Yeah, because Zavaletta's high on ketamine.
Yeah.
So, like, her...
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Her tangents make no goddamn sense. She's just like... But I kind of love her for that, because she will just be like, I want to say... She's like me in a podcast. I want to say something. I don't care if it connects to what we're talking about.
Yeah. Trust me, I know.
A divorce. Dahlia, I felt like you should have probably been in the bottom just based off of your actions.
Why would she be in the bottom based on her actions? When has that ever happened?
The stupidest fucking thing that anyone has ever said. Who? Why? What? She didn't do anything illegal.
Yeah.
B, she, so she was rude to a producer or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, also we talked about this before, but I forgot to mention, like, they're in a hot box situation. This is a time crunch. They're doing a lot of shit in a short amount of time. Yeah, emotions are going to flare up. People are going to get in arguments. People are going to react angrily. It's just like, you just got to kind of, talk about it, deal with it in the moment, move on. But I feel like
MoveOn.org.
Yeah, MoveOn.org. But I feel like people are like, want to rehash the shit because they want to like show behind the scenes stuff. But it's just like, just leave it where it is.
Yeah.
If a producer had an issue, they would say something.
Yeah.
The way that you've been treating people, that needs to have some punishment alone here in this competition.
Okay, but let's say that she's not talking about maybe she's talking about the producers, maybe not. But when has that ever been a case on this show? Again, Hoso Teratoma was very rude to production the entire time. She like almost won.
Yeah. Well, I also think that in her case, I think there was maybe a little bit of a I don't know. I think she assumed they would do a lot more, because wasn't her thing that she would just like expect them to help her get ready.
Yeah.
And they were just like, no, we don't do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like, Cynthia's an idiot. Also, Cynthia's mad at her when we've already established she was not talking about her.
Yeah. Well, Cynthia
So
is.
she's still mad at her for something that didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's a shame the shittiest people have the most talent.
That's what Bora says that about Dahlia.
I mean, that was a pretty good line.
Oh my God.
I hope, like, moving forward that it won't be as messy of a game.
I didn't just stick my nose into people's business.
But you went on production.
People just volunteered information to me, and naturally as a human, I formed opinions.
I don't know what that means. You went to production, people volunteered information to me, and I naturally as a human, I formed opinions.
I think she's trying to find a very therapeutic, or like, it seems like psychiatry way to be like, I didn't think what you did was right, so I told on you.
Yeah.
People think like they have a big head, they start acting different, and then they treat people different, and that just does not need to be here.
I don't think I have.
I'm just saying,
all
in
that
general.
I've heard you say over and over again
And now Sigourney's jumping in.
is that
She smells blood.
your drag is better than everyone else's here.
I feel like they all talk that way. That's why they're in the competition.
But also what I love, I gotta be honest with you. Your love for, I mean, do I think that Sigourney's pretty? Yes, but I'm not attracted to her. But your attitude towards Dahlia is sort of my attitude towards Sigourney, where I just think her attitude is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Where she just won't take any shit from any, like when JK comes up and tries to, say, oh, I'm here for you. She's like, whatever. And the producers even try and say, I think he was really just trying to see if you were okay. And she's like, no, he wasn't. And so I love that. And now she's had so many people shit on her, and she's always like, why is everybody ganging up on me? Yeah. And the second that she can gang up on somebody, she takes it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I did not say that.
Yes, you do. I've heard you say it so many times.
No, that is so not true. You are lying through your teeth because
Ladies, we're not having a conversation.
I can't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah, they're all over talking. They won't let her get a word in edgewise.
Over each other.
Those words have literally never left my mouth. You're literally making that up.
from people besides Sigourney.
I've never.
I heard that. Oh, so Blackberry's saying that he's heard, but I don't think that Blackberry's heard it herself. She's just saying other people have said this about Dahlia.
Yeah.
That I think I'm better than everybody. I think I know how to do a lot of technical skill things.
But is running to production and trying to tattle on people and get them thrown out a skill?
Yes.
Yes.
It's outwit, outlast, outplay. Do whatever it takes to win in this
Also,
show.
But also, do we know if her end game is for them to get kicked out? Like,
No.
is that like? Do we know that that's
No,
the case?
they've jumped to that conclusion.
Because I know all of you are talking shit secretly about it.
That's not true. You have been talking shit about everyone. Let's also bring.
Sounds like an episode of The Tea.
Also, I know it sounds like your uncle trying to tell a story to your mom and your dad.
People are not going to know what you're talking about, but that's fine. Keep it in.
So yeah, no. What I love is that she literally was talking shit about Dahlia, 20 minutes ago in the workroom, and now she's like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, Sigourney's constantly talking shit about people behind their backs, and I think Dahlia is too. They're all doing it.
This is what I find hilarious. It's just how you can switch on a dime. You can be like, I would never do that to you. I wouldn't do that. I would never, gang up on somebody, and then immediately do it. Immediately.
100%.
So, I think it's hilarious.
All right, here we go.
Week 1, you go off on Priscilla and Jade about drinking.
Yeah, because it was ruining her. They were in her group.
But can we also keep in mind that the workroom is normally where the bottom queens talk about their stuff.
Disasterina calls it out.
That was honestly, I feel like Disasterina should have gone home. She should have done a George Costanza and just left because she'll never be funnier. Yeah. So
Do not bring it again. To come after Zava for ketamine, and then this week, you try to throw me in.
We've been over this, and you keep skirting around it over and over.
It's true. She does. She never really addresses it.
You're telling me that you have.
I'm going to keep
it.
airing out.
She didn't try. Dahlia did not try and get her kicked out.
Nope,
she just brought something up.
What we're talking about. I'm telling you what we're fucking talking about. Because that's what you fucking said.
We need to talk about what we've seen in this competition and actions that have been made within this competition. What we have seen within this competition, and this is no offense, because I do have a mad respect.
Who is that talking?
Jade. She's drunk.
For you, Dahlia. Do we have trust?
She sounds drunk in that right now.
Why do you need to have trust?
Who gives a shit? I mean, honestly, this is the thing I find so crazy is they're treating this like it's a high school reunion. It's like you're not being nice to me. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Eva's literally in the top, and she's one of the worst people there.
I mean,
it's because of you.
You took our conversation that we had in private.
Well, I don't know what Dahlia's talking about when she says you took our conversation that we had in private. And I don't think I feel we're missing information.
Accountability.
I did earlier, and I told everybody everything that I've said.
Which is true.
Yeah, she did.
We don't even need that. Just say, I talk shit, I have low self-esteem, and I think I need to play a game instead of come here and be myself.
Okay, let's stop and analyze everything you said there.
Yeah,
so
Jade.
Why would Jade say that? Why would Jade say, Jade, you're talking about people behind their back. Okay, let me say everything to your face. No, we don't want that. We want you to say, I'm a horrible person. I lie to people. I have low self-esteem, and I'm playing a game. Yeah, you're all there playing a fucking game.
That's literally everybody there. I think this is what annoys me about apology culture, where it's like, I want an apology. They don't want an apology.
No.
They want to shit on you. So what you do is you give them an apology and they go, I don't accept your apology because you didn't do this, this, and this. And so to me, I feel like that's what this is she's going, hey, I'm telling you what I'm doing, and they're like, no, you're not doing it exactly the way we want you to do it.
It's funny that you say that. We're going to get sidetracked here. But I just saw a TikTok video or something about typical actions of a narcissist, and they have people, the same person role playing, and the person says, you did something wrong to me and you owe me an apology. And he goes, and the narcissist says, well, I don't think I did anything wrong, so I'm not going to apologize, Nick. That's what a narcissist does. I'm like, well, if the person doesn't think they did anything, just because you feel you are owed an apology doesn't mean you are actually owed an apology.
Yeah.
You know?
No. Yeah. Your feelings are not facts.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean,
Laura going to MAGA. Could we go ahead?
No, I'm just saying, look, if you are hurt by something somebody said, you know, which happens, you can say what you said hurt me.
100%.
And if somebody says, well, I don't feel like, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
You can't say, I don't feel like what I said hurt you, because you can't control how somebody else feels. But if you didn't intend for it to be that way, you could say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that it upset you. I did not intend it to be that way. This is how I intended it to be, you know, but you can't deny how they feel. But if a scenario happens and one person says, you did this to me and I'm upset about it, and you didn't do it, or you don't feel like you did do it, you know, like, yeah, why would you apologize?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think but I don't necessarily feel like they wanted her to apologize. I feel like they just wanted her to like suck up. This is what I'm saying. I feel like there's this group of queens in this show. I feel like it's Priscilla, Cynthia, Jaharia, Blackberry. Like, these queens want people to be like, we're all on the same page. We're all on the same level. We all deserve to win. But no, you all don't. Only one person's going to win. And you're on the competition because you think you'll be that one person.
I think what happened, I think this is a true story, even though I don't know what the version of it is true. But I think at some point at the hotel, Dahlia said, I'm just going to get disqualified myself because I'm so much better than everybody here. And I don't know if she was joking. I don't know if she was serious. I don't know. Right. But I think she said it. And now they're basically trying to, because they see her as a real threat. So they're trying to bully her into really quitting the show.
Yeah.
To eliminate that threat.
I think it's also like a similar thing they're doing to Sigourney.
Yeah.
I think Sigourney's cocky, and she's saying, you know, and they know, because guess what? They're not picking on Disasterina.
No.
Okay? You know, they're picking on the top queens.
Yes. 100%. Let's go on.
Because you've tried it every week.
The jig is up, mama.
What jig? What is up?
Nothing's up.
Literally took our conversation that we had in private.
Oh, it's always something in private. Say something on tape.
She said it on tape. She said
literally
at the top.
told you.
She's literally everything she said has been on tape. They're the ones who aren't saying things on tape.
Season 3 Dahlia back, because I want you to say it to everyone's motherfucking face.
By the way, Priscilla Chambers is going to say this stupid Tom Dick and his dick is hairy joke. Did you think that was funny?
I didn't understand it. To be honest with you, Priscilla really is just the drunk aunt to me. That's what she is. She's smoking cigarettes, she's drinking, she's having a ball, but I don't think she's really there to play the game.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
That's what I did earlier this week.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I went around the room and I told everybody.
Sit here and call you a fake bitch. If you got something to say to all of us, quit running to Tom Dick and his dick is hairy and just say it.
I don't think that's. I don't even doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think honestly she got away with it because of her twang.
Yeah.
You know.
I have a soundboard now. I am talking to my therapist. I will not.
I guess they're letting Dahlia talk to her therapist.
This is what I really like this. Where she's like, I'm talking to my therapist.
Yeah.
I have a soundboard.
Yeah.
And they're like, ah.
Yeah. They're so mad at her.
When they're like, all of them are like, you have mental health issues.
Yes.
You need help. And she's like, I'm getting help. And they're like, no.
Dummy.
Talking to anybody else about you guys.
Call the
and if I have
therapist
anything,
in.
I will say it to your face.
Well,
when
could
you
you
guys
see me
say
doing
something
it
to me,
behind our
or you
backs?
do something, and I have an experience with you, and then all of a sudden, I have an opinion.
Besides
It's such a mess.
the blah, 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 chiki, the chismosa moment. Chismosa means gossip girl.
Thank you.
It's like all of this
That was a genuine
that is happening around you, it comes to one position that is who you are coming off behind the scenes.
But what do they care? What do they care? And this is true. This is true for Sigourney, and this is true for Dahlia. What does it matter to them how they come off behind the scenes? It's they're in this competition. They're all competing against each other. Why do they have to be Dragula's best friend race?
I think honestly because I'm going to try and this is just a thing I just thought of, but it sort of goes with your thing of saying that being a narc is punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
I think the show is about monsters, right?
Yeah.
It's about people being monsters, acting shitty, doing crazy stuff. So the behind the scenes stuff is like, we want to be nice, we want to be respectful, we want to be whatever. So they think that by doing that will help them move up in the competition. So they're calling out Dahlia saying, you're being a bitch, but you're still in this competition.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's episode 3, but so I think they're like, hey, we're all doing our part, you're not doing your part, which I don't know if that's true, but I think they're trying to be like, you know, we're trying to be nice, and you're not doing a good job.
Yeah, but to piggyback on what you said, let's say everything they're saying about Dahlia is 100% true. That means Dahlia is being wicked. It means Dahlia is being deceitful. It means she's being a witch. It means she's being evil and deceptive. These are all words that you would use to describe the ethics of Dragula.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
think that's why they're saying that she, you know, because they're like, you know, they're trying, like you said, they're trying to get her, they're trying to make her feel bad about herself, not her drag, but herself, because they can't come after her drag.
Exactly.
So they're trying to make her feel bad about herself.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I seen you personally yell at a producer in front of me.
Every day.
In front of me. And that
every day
was so fucking uncalled for.
You saw her yell at a producer?
I saw her. Yes, you, bitch. I saw her yell at you.
The production is a luxury.
Okay, wait, let me finish this.
It's not a necessity. And
I'm going to say production is 100% a necessity. That's how the show gets made.
That's how shows get made. Also, Cynthia Dahl yells at everybody all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Why isn't nobody calling her out for that?
Cynthia Dahl's baseline is just yelling.
Yeah.
She's yelling at the producer that she got yelled at.
He yelled at you, bitch.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
And the producer seems confused.
Yeah.
Like, you saw it?
Oh, you saw that? What happened? Yeah.
And he's like, you did. I saw you. Oh.
By the way, one of the most iconic moments in this show, fuck the big picture, Clint.
Yeah.
It's Madeline Hatter yelling at a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens all the time.
Many a times that I've had to go behind people's back and be like, I'm so sorry for that.
Why? Blackberry has to go behind. Do it in front of their face.
Do it in front of their fucking face. This is what I hate about Blackberry. This is what annoyed me about her time on her season, and now she acts like she's part of the crew.
Yeah.
She acts like she's part of the staff.
It's funny that you say that, Laura. So, I did add season 5's transcripts of our show to AI, and I asked it, what do we think of Blackberry on this season? And there's some running joke we had. Maybe you know the genesis of it, but we called her producer Blackberry.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Because she kept saying things like, I just don't think that you brought it, so that's why we decided not to keep moving you forward.
Oh, okay. Producer.
So she would do things like she would act like she was part of the decision making.
Yeah.
Like, or she'd be like, well, you haven't proven to me that you want to be here.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, bitch, who has to prove anything to you?
Yeah.
And that's what she's doing right now. I mean, she hasn't done it to the extent she did last time, but she's like, she's acting like she's like part of, that she's on the ends with the crew.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, guys,
I've had
sorry.
to go behind people's back to apologize for. Yeah. That she's into that. Yeah.
And I know that we get frustrated, but frustration does not excuse bad behavior. It explains it, but also you have to have manners.
It's called being professional.
And it's not, I will say, Dolly, it's not just you.
I know all of this.
Being snippy at someone.
It's called entitlement.
It's hard. I try my best.
When you feel entitled, you act that way.
The important thing, though, is Zava, Jade, and me.
And that's the end of the cauldron.
That was funny.
Any other thoughts?
Honestly.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was Disasterina's best moment of this season. I don't think she's going to top it.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, Laura? We've gone a really long time.
You know, I don't know. I wish they would get into different drama.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried that the theme of this show is just going to be, the last cauldron is going to be everybody yelling at Dahlia and Sigourney.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just all it's going to be. I will say I don't know about you, but I've been sort of waiting for the moment where somebody gets taken off the show. Because remember the previews for the show?
Oh yeah.
Showed like producers walking somebody off set.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I
don't know if they were doing they were walking behind some production stuff. So I don't know if they were walking behind or what, but it seemed like they intimated that somebody was being kicked off the show. So I don't know if that's true or not. But so I've been waiting to find out who it is, but who knows?
All right, very good. All right, well that's going to do it for this week's.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
One more thing. I was so fucking pissed at how stupid the water punishment was.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Oh, my God.
I didn't notice a difference.
I go, when are they going to douse her with water? And then they show it, and they, kind of take a bucket and sort of splash her with it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
It was dumb. I thought they were going to do it right there on the stage when she walked out.
Yeah.
Let her do a pose, and then douse her, almost like Carrie, yeah.
I totally thought that was what they were going to do.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Hello Uglies. Be sure to join us next week and every week as we continue to discuss, dissect, and deconstruct each brand new episode of Dragula Titan Season 2. So for Lauri and Kay Roggenkamp and myself,
so long, Uglies!
Thanks for creeping it real with us here on Hello Uglies. Got a bone to pick or praise to raise from the dead? Email us at hellouglies@afterthought.media. Want your voice to haunt our next episode? Leave us a scream at speakpipe.com/afterthoughtmedia. If you want to keep our crypt open and the blood flowing, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia. This episode was brewed and stitched together by Dennis Escalero. A monstrously huge thank you to our expensive tier ghouls over on Patreon. You keep our coffins company. Hello Uglies is an Afterthought Media production. Until next time, stay spooky, stay sickening, and remember, beauty is only skin deep, but ugly is to the bone.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.